Hello, I'm Sebito, and welcome to my thoughts after 100% achievements video for Baldur's Gate 3. I just wanted to give my general thoughts on this beautiful masterpiece after finishing all the achievements. In the background, you'll see some footage from my first 3 runs. My first campaign took me about 122 hours. It was on Tactician. I was a human male fighter, sword and board, baby. Yes, I did save scum just a little bit. Yeah, you know, if anybody asks, it was just a little bit. The second campaign was a speed run on Explorer. It took about 30 hours, going for all the save all tieflings achievement, and that one was a dwarf male fighter. And the third campaign, yes, I know, fighter gober. The third campaign was the evil playthrough. It started co-op, but we ended around Act 3, and then I finished it from Act 3 in solo. It was also Tactician. That run took about 60 hours. It was the Dark Urge male fighter as well. Yes, you'll definitely see some common themes through my playthroughs. First things first, difficulties. The 3 difficulties. Explorer was easy peasy. My Explorer run again took about 30 hours. I was rushing things. I never actually did play on normal, but I did hear it was fair. Tactician was decent. I believe if you wanted the true D&D experience, then you'd play on Tactician, but it was still a little bit easier. I was hoping for them to add maybe an honor mode in the future, like in Divinity Original Sin. You are able to save scum if you want. Some people choose not to at all and honor the dice, so it's up to you. Story, what can I say that hasn't already been said? Story was great. Everything a fantasy like Stan could ever hope for. Larian, the daddies and the mommies, I guess, are not afraid to push buttons and make what they want or tell what story they want to tell. It's just refreshing. The main story was very, very strong. Side quests were also good. Puzzles were pretty entertaining. I'm pretty stupid, so I don't want to be bothered to figure out a lot of that stuff. I did Google a bunch out. The main story, you could kind of see where it's going and near the end, but that's expected if you played some D&D before, and you were aware of like the general world of Faerun, the world lore. I did love as well how they tied in Baal during the Dark Urge playthrough. It gave homage to like 1 and 2. You could see how it was a Baldur's Gate like title and not just a Larian Studio title, but that was very refreshing to see. Locations, or I guess different areas of the games and the ambiance. There was a really good variety. I went into Act 1 completely blind, so I had no spoilers. For me, it was amazing. It reminded me a lot of Fort Joy, just a lot of nostalgia from Divinity Original Sin 2. I remember just speedrunning Fort Joy after losing an honor run with my friends over and over. The Underdark was cool, definitely way harder than the Mountain Pass. Halson was on crack when he said the Mountain Pass was harder. Shadowvale Land was cool. It was easy to manage the curse. It didn't get in the way too much. Temple of Shar was cool. Again, I said in the video, I'm not much of a puzzle guy, so I did end up Googling a lot of that. I know, blasphemous. By the end of those areas, though, I was ready to see some sun. So when you get to Rivington and then Baldur's Gate, it was just next level. I really don't know if anything will compare. The layout and the thought in every area, it's just mind-blowing. It's almost overwhelming at the time. There's like always something going on. Different people are speaking. Everyone has something witty to say. It's a lot. It takes a lot to go through it, but it's amazing. It's just S tier. I don't know if anything can compare. Maybe not in the near future. I did like how the quests, there was no way that you could fail the quest. It's good for the OCD. They put that in there just for me, for sure. It feels like I didn't have any other complaints really about the quest except for this quest. Fuck this quest. Free the artist and Lady Janet the State. Holy shit. I ended up just killing both of the two because they annoyed me. And it completes the quests because you can't fail any quests. So yeah, so definitely you can do kind of whatever the hell you want with the quests, which is pretty nice. Here you'll see kind of the end of my first playthrough, the one that took 122 hours. In total, I had a bunch of playthroughs that kind of fell off in different builds. That's why you see I have around 300 hours total. But yeah, so now we'll talk a bit about companions. I did a little mini companion tier list, just a random one I found online. I got Karlach, Bazel, Minsk S tier, Minthara, Will, Jaheira A tier, Shadowheart Asterion B tier, Gale Halsin C tier. This, of course, it will be biased. It'll change person to person. I'm pretty biased about the boy Minsk up there, mainly because of he can do this, the most important companion in the game. He also has a lot of witty banter with Jaheira.
Better to call yourself Stonehead.
And he's voiced by this beautiful god, Matt Mercer. I didn't even know he voiced Minsk. He voices my favorite human male fighter, Adair from Pillars of Eternity. So I thought that was fucking amazing. So I'm definitely biased. Minthara was interesting to play for. It's hard to justify murdering a grove, just to get her. I find myself personally taking Karlach and Lae'zel for a lot of my runs. I just thought Bazel's character progression is S tier. Karlach's progression is S tier. Her endings are just amazing. I don't want to spoil much, but you can get many different endings. They all hit you in the feels. Minsk is S tier. I already covered that. Will was surprisingly well thought out. It was interesting to deal with Mizora as well as his dad and the surprise fights with those. Combat. If you are a fan of turn-based combat, or if you've played D&D IRL, then you will be a fan of that. It is great. S tier, I would say. It's amazing. It's basically they took all the good things from Divinity Original Sin 2, and they just made it 10 times better. It's the cleanest form of D&D to video game form that I can think of, really. I really did wish that you could have 6 party members, but I know here I'm just nitpicking. I just want to play with more people, But yeah, I felt like Larian made the combat very accessible, pretty chill. You're able to take your time out and plan, or you can just blow everything up if you want. It's easy to see the battlefield and what's going on. I have read a bunch of Reddit posts of non-gamers trying it out and sticking with it just because of how easy it is to manage. Some of the boss fights. Now, there are so many good ones. I did end up pushing a lot of people off of cliffs. I cannot lie. I have a whole video that I did just of pushing people off of cliffs. Larian loves putting chasms everywhere. Some of the good fights that were stand out for me were the Adamantine Forge was really good. I enjoyed that. Can't go wrong with Raphael, of course. The frickin' music is just next level. General Thorm was good. I liked the 2's part. It was kind of gimmicky, but Gortash was kind of meh. I pushed him off the edge a bunch of times, and his steel watch was never just anything too crazy. Orin was good. I loved the Orin fight. It was pretty scenic, especially during the Dark Urge run.
I'm so good at music, I'm playing the...
Oh my god.
What did you guys do?
There's a puddle of blood on the floor as you walk in. Careful, don't slip.
The last run you're seeing is the Dark Urge run, the evil run. I'm not sure if this one was my favorite or the first run I did, but the Dark Urge run is just something special. I don't want to give too many spoilers, but it really just shows you that Larian was a huge fan of 1 and 2 and how they all tie in together. I did try it on Steam Deck. It works well. I did have to turn the settings to medium though. I did notice it did drain the battery a little faster than most games. Larian's pretty good with controller integration in their games and making sure it feels okay, so it all just works. So yeah, all in all, it took about 3 playthroughs to do all the achievements. I guess 3.5 playthroughs, because I had to do the Saza achievement where you like rescue her 3 different times. But the game was so fun, it's so enjoyable that it's probably my favorite, or one of my favorite 100%s to do. I have like 40 or 50 now between PC and console, so I just love doing that. I've always been trying to do 1,000 games since my early Xbox days, and I've been a fan of Larian since my youth. I've lost countless hours from like honor runs. It's just, I have all the achievements in Divinity Original Sin 2. I'm playing Divinity Original Sin 1 on Steam Deck now. It's just, I was ready for this game, you know, and I'm glad I took the time that I did with it. There was a few bugs, a lot of them they were patching all the time. There's inventory bugs patched. There was a bug that was with the rangers, with the summons. It made people in the towns freak out, especially like the Necro book. That was patched. Extra dialogue was added.
Okay. Holy shit. Oh my god, that's like right in my ears, bro.
Jesus.
Heavy breathing. Start stabbing. I was playing on a 2060s, so I did have to cap frames a lot at 60 just for performance, but that's never been an issue for me. I did wish there was a fast or a slow mode, you know, kind of like other games, but I understand why it might be a bit intensive to do that. So, what's next? Here's a pic of the games that I have planned. I just finished my Icewind Dale run. I'm trying to finish off the Pillars of Eternity achievements, but there's a really hard one, the Ultimate, or I might make a video on that one later. Plus Cyberpunk. Cannot forget about Cyberpunk. The Phantom Liberty DLC just came out. I lost my 100% achievement on it because more achievements came out, so of course you gotta go get it. I'm pretty excited just to dive back into it. So yeah, my CRPG list has gone crazy this year. This Baldur's Gate has definitely rekindled, reignited my love for the genre. I do want to still do a solo playthrough if they add like an honor mode, or if they ever add DLC. I'm probably still going to end up doing a solo playthrough even if they take a while with that, just because I love the game and I miss it. I'm still waiting as well if ever they will release the 3D Pillars of Eternity game, Avowed. Oh my god. Please, one day. There's the new Rogue Trader game that's coming out. So that one might be interesting to check out as well. We're kind of spoiled now for CRPGs. I'm going to start my huge Wrath run. The Pathfinder games are always something that I've wanted to just dive into. I played Kingmaker, but it was only just a basic run. I say only, it still took like 100 some hours for the first playthrough, but thank you for watching. If you have any comments or any stories about your playthroughs, leave them down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and all that good stuff. So yeah, thank you. Bye, love you, bye.
Fine day for it, eh?